It is a picture worth 1,000 words, capturing the highs of Catherine Syengo Mutisya's career and how she was yet again feted as one of the top 40 under 40 women when the Business Daily unveiled the 2014 winners in June this year. It is the second such honor for the medic, who was also awarded in 2010 as among the top 40 under 40 women for her will to go beyond the call of duty as the Deputy Medical Superintendent of Kenya's only referral psychiatry hospital. No mean feat for the wife and mother of 2 children.
I would say for any woman to be able to balance career and family, you need a lot of support from your spouse. Because like for me being a doctor, there are times I'm needed in the hospital at night. There are times, actually the weekends also have to see patients over the weekends. So you actually need a lot of support. And I would say if probably if I didn't have this much support from my husband, probably I would not be where I am.
Her husband of 18 years sees her achievements as an affirmation of her strengths.
Her courage, her intelligence, and her inner strength. Yes, she's very persistent.
One of 103. He's anxious. Psychiatry has always been a passion for me because, for one, as I grew up, I had one of my uncles who suffered schizophrenia, and every time he was unwell and his family, the wife and the children, were not able to contain him before they took him to hospital, they would come for my father, and my father would have to organize. That time we live in Kitui to bring him to Machakos General Hospital. Again, one of my older brothers, the one I follow, was born with severe intellectual disability. So as I studied medicine, when I became a general doctor, the only line which I could really understand how I could help people like these 2 people I grew up was in psychiatry.
Catherine's career at Mathare National Teaching and Referral Hospital began in 2003 when she joined what was then Mathare District Hospital as a registrar. She graduated with a master's degree in psychiatry in 2006 and was posted as a psychiatrist in charge of Machakos General Hospital. She would then return to Mathare Hospital in 2007 as a consultant psychiatrist, seeking to break the social stigma surrounding mental health challenges.
Most people would actually fear coming to the hospital, leave alone even seeking treatment. There are people who think they would rather keep their family members at home, and the illnesses sometimes become so severe to the extent of them either committing suicide or even harming other people.
For the Deputy Medical Superintendent, one of the most trying times at the helm was in 2013 when 40 mentally ill patients escaped from the hospital.
We put our heads together and we were able to trace some who managed to go home, and some did not get far, were brought back by the police because we reported at Muthaiga police station. They were brought back. And finally, we ended up tracing all of them. So this is something which we wouldn't want to happen in the future. And so these days we are making sure that the very vital medication, we have them on stock, and we have tried to reduce the numbers in the wards.
Today, she is among those credited with changing the face of Mathare National Teaching and Referral Hospital. The latest recognition of her work saw her awarded for being the Best Health Worker of the Year during the World Mental Health Day national celebrations.
We work as a team, so one of the milestones is that we've had lobbied until the hospital was actually gazetted as a National Teaching and Referral Hospital, and that meant that we would be allocated more money for patients' use in terms of drugs, uniform, food. Of late, we've seen a lot of support from donors and partners. Safaricom and Kenya at 50 who have renovated 3 wards, which are soon going to be opened. We have other partners like University of Maryland who have renovated our newly to be opened clinic, Methadone Clinic, which is going to be the first clinic in Kenya.
Of the many hats she wears, Catherine is also a director of the Nairobi Parenting Clinic, a medical center she established to offer coaching and parent training services.
For me, every day I strive to actually give the public more information so that we can reduce stigma to mental illnesses, and I want to touch more lives. more lives to be free from mental illnesses. So in future, I would be happy to actually prevent more of mental illnesses than to just sit and wait and come and treat when they're unwell.
And then there is the other side of Catherine.
I like organizing my home, organizing the meals for the week, also organizing my compound, like checking whether my flowers are growing well and all that.
Her love for flowers is symbolic as she chooses to look at the brighter side of life. Mbilu, Citizen Weekend.